Cool. So, welcome everyone. So, today we're going to be using some weights, and I've got mine here. But if you've got a water bottle or something that you can use, then use that. But what we're going to do is just start down on our backs, on our mat, and just get into a comfortable position. So, just relax. I have no idea where my little man went. He just went inside and closed the door. So, hopefully, when I go back in there after this, it's not destroyed. So just find that comfortable position and just settle into the space and start with our breathing. So taking a deep breath in through the nose and then relaxing that breath back out through the mouth. And as we breathe in, we want to expand the rib cage. And as we exhale, bringing the ribs back together. So just start to become aware of your body as you're breathing. And just feel how your body's feeling on your mat. If there's any tension, soreness, stiffness, just really try and release it. Let it go, exhale, let everything just relax and settle into the space. You want to make sure that you have even weight through your body, so weight even distribution through your heels, your hips, up through your spine, through your shoulders, and your head and your neck. And you want to make sure that you're just relaxed and comfortable on your mat. We're going to set our posture from our head to our heels. So head first. As we inhale, we're just looking back behind us. And as we exhale, we're just drawing our chin down to our chest, giving a little bit of a press of the back of our head into the mat. Then we go again. Inhale to look back behind us. Exhale, sliding chin towards chest. Press the back of the head down into the mat. So we want to find halfway between those 2 points. You want to be nice and comfortable, and you want to have a nice long neck, shoulders relaxed down away from your ears. And then we take our hands up directly in front of our shoulders. So we inhale to reach the hands up forward, lifting the back of the shoulders off the mat. And then as we exhale, we just squeeze our shoulder blades together and squeeze the shoulders down into the mat. So inhale, reaching forward. Exhale, squeezing shoulders together. We're going to do 2 more. Last one we lift up, we want to slowly start to lower the shoulders onto the mat until we feel the shoulder blades flatten. And then we take our hands back down by our sides and we're ready to set our pelvis. So I want you to try and pull the bottom part of your belly in towards your spine. And then once you've got the bottom part of your belly towards your spine, I want you to try and make your waist smaller. So we start pulling in at the bottom and then we pull all the other muscles in and contract all the other muscles as well. Now, as we inhale, we want to tilt our pubic bone to our belly button, contracting all those muscles, squeezing belly button to spine, pubic bone to belly button, and flattening our lower back on the mat. And then as we exhale, we just relax the belly and tilt our pubic bone into the floor, and we want to arch our lower back. So then we go again. We pull our belly into our spine, and then we inhale to tilt pubic bone to belly button, flatten the lower back. And then as we exhale, tilting pubic bone into the floor and arching the lower back. And then we go again, pulling the belly in, inhaling. And then I want you to just find that neutral position, so nice and flat across the pelvis. Our feet should be hip width apart and our knees should be hip width apart. So then we're going to start to activate our core muscles. So pelvic floor first. So we want to just, as you're ready, inhale, exhale, doesn't matter. We want to just start to engage our pelvic floor. Nothing happens on the outside. We're just engaging our pelvic floor as if we're stopping ourselves from going to the toilet. And then we lift our pelvic floor up as high as we can. Hold it if we can. And then let it relax. Put yours on. So engage pelvic floor, lift it up as high as you can. Hang on, there we go. It's warm. Oh, fine, stop. Whatever. There's no bubbles because remember you tip them out. So relax the pelvic floor, and we want to just engage our transverse. So if you take your index fingers, place them on the inside of the front of the hip bones, and just gently draw that bottom part of your belly to your spine, just softly, without engaging your belly button or your upper abdominals. That's what we want to do with our transverse. We're holding that strong, and then we release. So engage and relax. It's only enough to feel it tense, and then you let it go. So relaxing that, we want to move our awareness around to the back of our hips, where the two bones that we sit on are right at the base of our hips. And we want to just gently engage that muscle between those two bones, as if we're needing to break wind, but we don't want to. So we're holding that in and then letting it go. And then once you've got the feeling for that, we want to do all three together. So engaging pelvic floor, gently engaging the transverse, gently squeezing at the back to hold everything in and lift it up and away from your pelvis. Hold it if you can and then let it go. So we're going to do two more if you can. Engage, lift and hold. Try and think about everything coming in towards your pelvis, lifting up and away, and then relaxing. And then we've got one more, engaging, lifting up and away, holding, and then releasing. So we're going to just go into our hip roll to warm up our spine, and then we'll get into our exercises. So inhale to tilt pubic bone to belly button. As we exhale, we're starting to press into our feet to round our spine, lifting up vertebrae by vertebrae, lifting all the way to the top. When you get to the top, try and squeeze the glutes a little, engage through your belly, push through your heels, extend as much as you can, hold for a breath in, and then exhale, start to round the spine, slowly rolling down, vertebrae by vertebrae again. So you're trying to really just get the spine moving, and then when you're ready, we go again. Inhale, pubic bones to belly button, engage those abdominals. Exhale, press into the feet, round the spine, lifting vertebrae by vertebrae, as slow or as fast as you'd like, really getting into the glutes, squeeze the glutes, lift the hips up as high as you can, hold for that breath in, and then exhale, rolling back down. We're going to take two more. When you're ready at your own pace, just two when you can. Holding, engaging, breathing in, and then exhale, slowly round. So I've got one more. Really take the last one a little bit slower and really just try and lift one vertebrae at a time. Take that big breath in at the top. When you get there, extend through the hips, squeeze the glutes, hold, and then release. Back down. You can just take knees into chest, give it a bit of a hug, rolling around in a little bit of a ball. We're just going to go into our single leg stretch. So pulling one knee into your chest and extending the other leg away, holding for a breath in, and then as you exhale, just changing legs. So just working through the hips. We'll take it one more to each side. And then relax the legs back to where they were. Hands by your side, shoulders relaxed. I want you to really think about your rib cage and the back of your rib cage. And I want you to flatten the back of your rib cage to the mat. The back of the rib cage is now flat. Hands are by your side. We're going to lift our arms overhead, but what I want is that rib cage to stay flat and stay connected. So as we go back, we're not arching through our back. We're keeping the abdominals engaged Inhale to go back, and then exhale to come back by your side. So back stays glued flat to the mat. Engage your abdominals as you exhale. Inhale to lift overhead, and exhale to bring the hands back down by your side. Come to help me. Inhale up overhead. Exhale, hands down. Now you can add on from here if you want to. As you come up and exhale, you're going to lift your chest, slide your ribs towards your hips, and reach your arms nice and long down towards your heels. So inhale to reach back. Exhale, lifting. What are you doing? Two more here. And then we're going to grab our weights when you're ready. So grabbing your weights, having the hands, so palms facing feet, nice straight wrists as well. If you've got a stand, it might be a little bit big, but we're just going to inhale to drop the hands, elbows at right angles, elbows to the mat, and then we're going to exhale to lift arms back up. So inhale to release down, exhale to press. Now, if you want to add a little bit more, you can lift the knees up into tabletop. So that's going to make it a little bit harder. We've got 5 more here. If your weights are really light, you might not feel anything, and that's okay. If your weights might be fatiguing. So if you need to stop and have a rest before the end of the set, then you can. 2 more. Awesome. So just relax the weights down to your mat. And we're going to extend the leg. So as you exhale, just extending the leg out. Inhale, coming back in. If that's too much, release the feet down to the floor and do one leg at a time. So extending out as you exhale. Inhale to come back in. Otherwise, we're up and we're extending. Exhale out. Inhale in. So really focused on keeping that back nice and flat. Obviously, the lower you lower your leg, the harder the exercise is. But you want to make sure that you're keeping your pelvis from tilting and your lower back from arching. We're going to take one more to each side here. Last one. And then we're going to come back with the arms. So you can take the feet down, give it a bit of a rest. But arms up again. This time you're going to take the arms. The elbows are a little bit bent. And you're taking them out and bringing them in. You're squeezing your chest as you come in. And the options still apply. So if you want to make it a little bit more core, then you can take your legs to tabletop and focus a little bit more. So really squeeze the chest as you lift up. Remember, if you fatigue and you need to down here, that's fine. We've got 3 more. 2, 1, and just relax. So you're going to take one weight now. So take one weight, whether it's the can or water bottle or whatever you've got. Take your hands on either side of that weight, and you're going to just bend the elbows to take it behind your head. And as you exhale, you're going to extend up, lift the chest, and take the weight to the knees, shoulders down away from ears. So inhale to go back, exhale, lift up, and extend down. It might be easy, that's okay. If it's easy, it's good. Remember, if it's hard and you need to take a rest, if you fatigue, we're going to go 2 more. And then we're going to keep one weight. You're going to take your weight into your right hand, and we're going to go back into that chest press. So elbow 90 degrees, dropping down to the floor, and then lifting back up. Now what we're going to do from here is you can take your left leg to tabletop, and as you drop it down, drop the heel down, exhale, lift up. Inhale, drop down, exhale, lift up. Or harder option, right leg to tabletop as well. Same thing, down and up. So you're a little bit less stable now because you've only got the weight on one side. So you've really got to focus through your core a little bit more and make sure that you're really holding strong. I'm just going to check and make sure all the chat's okay. Yep. Let's go 3 more on this side. And then we're going to change and we're going to swap sides. So wrist nice and straight. Remember, you've got level 1 option, which is here. One leg on the ground. And we're lifting up. Keeping focused on that core, trying not to let your weight shift from side to side. And then if you're ready, we go level 2, which is here. We've got 3 more. And then you're going to take your weight. If you've got really light weights, you might want to take both your weights and place them on your hips. You can take your feet nice and wide to the edge of your mat and just turn the toes out to 10 and 2. And then from here, we're going to go to a hip bridge. So keep that lower back nice and flat. Start to put weight through the heels, lifting up and lowering down. So a little bit different to the hip roll that we did in the warm-up. This we're just lifting straight up and straight down, but really important that we keep that pelvic tilt. And we keep that pubic bone tilted towards our belly button as we lift up and as we lower down. What that's doing is that's making us really use our glutes. Whereas if we let the tilt happen, so if we let the pelvis drop and we let the back arch, it's not going to be as hard. So really tilt the pelvis, engage those abdominal muscles, pushing up, lowering down. We're going 5 more here. 3, 2, 1, and just relax. We're going to take one weight again into our hands. So I'm going to show you guys with my left hand. Left hand, right arm is out to the side. So this time we're going to lift. You can extend opposite leg. So right leg, left arm. As you take the arm out, you're going to extend the leg out, and then you're going to bring it in. So that's the exercise from there. Remember, level 2, same option. Lifting left leg into tabletop, extending out, breathing in. So you can have your arm out to the side if you want to make it that little bit more challenging as well. You can do that. Up to you. Doesn't matter. You want it a little bit harder, that's what you do. Really try and control the arm that's got the weight as well. Don't just let it drop down. You want to really feel that control. We're going to go for 4 more. I can't go anywhere, babes. Do you want my phone? I do. I can't go anywhere. 3 more. 2, 1. Change sides when you're ready. So we're going to go the other hand, opposite hand, right hand, left leg. Remember, we're extending out, coming in. And then you've got option 2, which is both legs in tabletop, out and in. barking. Is it barking? You can go inside now. I'm opening the door. I am teaching. You have to be good. Can you tell them? 5, 4 more. What comes next? 3, 2, 1. And relax. We're going to take it onto our hands and knees now. Still with one, we're going to use the weight in one hand. So making sure that our knees are directly under our hips and our hands are directly under our shoulders. I'm just going to lift the other, squeezing shoulders together, and then inhale, come back down. So exhale to lift, inhale to lower. Try not to let any weight shift from side to side. So just try and keep your weight as centered as you can. So as you lift the weight, you're not shifting or rocking. So think about your hips being square, your shoulders being square. Go and play with the slide. Go on your side. Go and play on your slide. No. Oh. Now we can extend from here. Stop. We can extend from here and extend into a tricep extension. So feel free to add that. But if you want to add a little bit more core as well, as you lift the arm, you can extend the leg, opposite leg. Hold for the extension and then release. We're nearly finished. Do 2 more on this side. And then swap it over when you're ready. Just start with that basic row. So just pulling up. You want an orange. So add the tricep extension when you're ready, and add that opposite leg lift if you really want to. Yes, okay, calm down. Go for 4 more. 3, so you should be extending opposite leg if you can, and adding that tricep extension, or just adding the tricep extension. All right, so just take a rest, come back to child's pose, and just have a break before we go into our next exercise. Can you chill over here for a second? Over here, look, Mum, put them there. Mum, put them over there. Go and take them over there. All right, so coming back up, last exercise that we've got is a reverse fly, I guess. So you're going to take hands and knees, and you're going to take the arm out to the side just as far as you can without rotating, and then inhale to come down. So with this one, if you've got quite a heavy weight, it's going to be tough. So you might only get 3 or 4 in, and that's okay. But see how you go. And then if you want to, you can add that opposite leg extension as well. So I'll show that in just a second. Thank you, Mum. As we go out, the opposite leg extends, and then we come in. This weight's probably a little bit heavy, so if your weight is heavy and you want to drop it, you can, and you can just do out and in. But we're going to do 3 more on this side, if you can. 3, 2, 1, and then when you're ready, change sides. So start with just the fly, get your balance, and then you can go into the extension of the leg. Not taking any of the seats out. So really squeeze your glute as you lift that leg as well. And again, you're keeping your weight really centered. So putting that pressure between that opposite hand and opposite knee, holding strong through your belly. And again, we've got 5 more here. 3 more now. And just release. Come back into child's pose. Take your knees a little bit wider. Extend the arms. And then when you're ready, you can sit, kneel, or stand. It doesn't matter. We're going to just stretch the neck and then we'll go